songs of all my great-grandmothers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain. All live, all live, all live in me. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. And the smiles of all the unborn children and the dream of a better day to come and the dance of heaven with the earth. All live, all live, all live in me. Land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and displaced, abused and displaced. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and disgraced. Been lied to. Lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be heard in the land. There's more than enough in the land. Always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Songs of all my great-grandmothers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise beyond the pain. All live, all live, all live.
Well, good morning, Open Heart, and welcome. There's an old Saudi proverb that said, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. And it occurred to me that we're almost on a year now of doing these live streams. And the thought came, why not call it Heart Stream? Your open heart, it's coming from the heart, so it's a heart stream. So welcome to today's Heart Stream celebration. This is the last Sunday in the month of February the 28th, and we're so glad to have each and every one of you as a part of this thing that we do each and every week for you from Open Heart, our Heart Stream. I greet you, I bless you, I see God in you.
Well, good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to today's Open Heart Spiritual Center's celebration. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome into Open Heart Spiritual Center's family. welcome home. I'm so grateful to have everyone joining us today, and knowing that wherever you are, that you're present in this moment. That all distractions and all things that have come before this time, just let them go. Just let them go. And in fact, let's just take a moment of silence. Wonderful. Let it go. Let it go. I know that a lot is going on in our world today, but right here and right now, let's just let all of that go for a moment and be present. We're not forgetting or denying or any of those types of things, but at this time we've been called here this day, this Sunday, to this celebration. We've listened to our inner wisdom and our inner guidance, and we're here and we're open and receptive. So just let it all go. And now if you'll join me in knowing today's celebration is one celebration like no other. And as we're present and open and receptive to today, just allowing all that participate in the music and the message just to go right into our heart center, just to allow it to just crack us right open, and then we take all of it in and allow ourselves to just let those seeds that are planted today to grow, to expand us, our wisdom, our intelligence, our love, the peace within ourselves, and knowing that for one another. I'm so grateful for this time. I'm so grateful and looking forward to all that have a part in today's service, and knowing that as we are here, wherever we are, we're all connected. We don't have to be in a building to be connected, but we're connected by the divine, by spirit and source. And so let's just feel that connection as we're here in these next minutes, and we're in our celebration today. Feel that connection. Hold that. And know that as we here with Open Heart Spiritual Center, and those that are present and watching, as we're connected, let's send that out to each one on this planet, and know that we're all connected to that same energy and to that same source. And I am so grateful for this knowing. And so I just simply call this day so wonderfully good. And I know that it already is, and it's already done. And so I just release this knowing into the law, into the mind of God, and knowing that it's already done. And together we say, and so it is.
Our theme for this February is Living from the Heart. And our daily affirmation, won't you join me in saying it right where you are? I recognize the infinite power of spirit expressing itself as divine love. A love so pure that no words can describe it and no thoughts can encompass it. That love is right where I am, and it is the very animating spirit of all life. It is all loving and ever present, demonstrating its joy and celebration throughout all of life.
Good morning, Open Heart. Today I'll be reading to you from a New English translation of the Tao Te Ching by Stephen Mitchell. I really like this particular translation because he captures the essence of the message in very plain English. So without further ado, this is chapter 29 of the Tao Te Ching. Do you want to improve the world? I don't think it can be done. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, and a time for being in danger. The Master sees things as they are, without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way and resides at the center of the circle. I pray that that you're able to maintain your strength and stay centered and stay grounded. Thank you.
Good morning. These are your morning announcements.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Just have a happy day.
At Open Heart, we believe in the power of affirmative prayer, so we are always holding this space, knowing the truth for each and every person on this prayer list. We want to hold in our prayers, especially Gail Hunter and all of the rest that you see here and more. We continue to know the truth for each and every one of you, for your healing, for your wholeness, for your overcoming, for all of the things in life that in this moment you require or ask prayer for. We already know that it's done in the mind of God. It's very timely that our Assistant Minister and Spiritual Director, Villa Willis, is leading a virtual book study on meditation and mindfulness. What a powerful time to study this. It's going to happen beginning on March 11th, 2021, and will continue on each second Thursday from 6:30 to 7:30 Central Standard Time. It will be via Zoom. It will be on, you can enter on our website, and it's a great opportunity for you to experience this. The guide, Headspace Guide to Meditation and Mindfulness, will be the book that we will be using. It can be ordered online, And it's going to be a great opportunity for you to consider not only meditation, but also mindfulness and the various ways to make this a regular practice in your life. Join us each Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Central Time for our midday love grid meditation led by Britannia Allen. You can enter the meditation room by going to our Open Heart website. I'm always excited for our affirmative readings and for the people who contribute. We're really glad that this Sunday we had Matthew Thayer to do the affirmative reading, and his dog Libby was able to join him. Matthew and his wife Krista, we're so glad that they are bringing their beautiful spirits and the people who they are to Open Heart. Thank you again, and remember, if you'd like to get an affirmative reading in our heart stream, just take the time to record your video and email it. Start your day or continue your day with our 8 a.m. Central Time daily affirmative prayer call, 901-586-8755. Our wonderful prayer team leads us in this effort. Infinite prosperity is mine to share. Thank you so much for your support of us through your conscious giving. We know that times can be uncertain, but you continue to support Open Heart, and it is truly appreciated. You can do so via our app. You can do so online or text the word GIVE to 615-422-4292. Thanks again. Black History Month is a 365-day celebration, but the month of February is set aside to remember or to honor this history. And Open Heart, as a part of this, is recognizing the Black evolutionaries in the science of mind, courtesy of the Center for Spiritual Living Dallas. And each week we will feature a video produced by them that will provide some insight into some really significant and powerful African Americans who have contributed to
Here's a little known Black history science of mind fact. Pearl C. Wood was born in a small Arkansas town in 1892. A teacher, she became a seeker of spiritual truth. She relocated to Kansas City, where she became active in church and civic work. In 1930, she went to California. There she visited various churches but could not find the spiritual uplift she desired until one day, a voice inside her said, "The thing you're looking for is within you." She returned to Kansas City and became an ordained minister in the Metropolitan Spiritual Church of Christ. A short time later, she permanently moved to LA and founded Triangular Church of Truth in her living room in 1932. She became affectionately known as Mother Wood. The church grew, and 24 years later, in 1956, she affiliated with Religious Science. Ernest Holmes loved Mother Wood's ministry, and at one event stunned the crowd announcing, "If she's your mother, then I'm your father." When Mother Wood retired in 1972, her son-in-law, Dr. Philip Pitts, became senior minister at Triangular Center for Spiritual Living. And when he retired, her grandson, Reverend Greg Pitts, stepped into leadership. Mother, son-in-law, and grandson, 3 generations of strong spiritual leadership. Dr. Pearl C. Wood, a Black evolutionary in science of mind.
And as we come to our time for our centering moment, let us take the opportunity to become still right where you are, to take a breath, release release this breath. And in this moment to hear the call of the psalmist, to be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I. Be still and know that. Be still and know. Be still and. Be still. Be.
Good morning, Open Heart family. It is good to be here with all of you today on this last Sunday in February. Namaste. I greet you. I bless you. I see God in you. Our theme this month is Living from the Heart. The talk title, or the title of my talk today, is Love Feast. And the text today comes from the words of Ricky Byers. I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. Somewhere I believe loving God was hard. But loving God is wonderful, and loving God is ecstasy. Let's just take a few seconds to focus. Center. While I was serving as the associate pastor at First AME in Pasadena around this time of year, one of the wonderful parishioners, Mimi Swain, was letting me know that for Lent she was going to fast from sugar, caffeine, and meat. And I looked at her wonderful husband, Papa, and I was like, are you safe in the house while she's giving up all these things? And we all had a good laugh. And that there is something important about fasting. And during this sacred time of Lent and this weekend of the full moon in Virgo, and we're a few weeks away from the spring equinox, I want to encourage us to fast, but also to feast on some things. As we release during this full moon weekend and let go, we winterize those things that we don't want to take with us into the spring, and we do it full moon in Virgo, with Virgo poise, with Virgo planning, and with practicality, that I'm releasing those things. No, what are you releasing? Stop saying I'm releasing those things that no longer serve me. Call them out, name them, write them down, get a plan and do it. But that's the Virgo way. Because when we release ways of being and thinking that are not in alignment with our Christ consciousness, we make room for the expansion of the divine creative spirit within all of us. And these are the principles and the ways of creating and living our best lives. So during this Lenten season, I want to encourage all of us to not just to fast from foods, if you do that, but with the help of Pope Francis, yes, going on the Catholic route today, to fast from some attitudes, to fast from hurting words, to fast from sadness, to fast from anger and pessimism, from worrying, from complaints, from stressing out, from bitterness, from selfishness, grudges, and to fast from talking all the time. Yes, let us fast from hurtful words. Hurtful words that we say to ourselves, and hurtful words that we say to others, or hurtful words that people have said to us in the past, like, you're white trash, or you some ghetto blah blah, or you're never going to amount to anything, or you're always clumsy, or you're going to be a failure, or your family's always poor, you can't become anything because no one in your family ever has. And let's fast from those hurtful words. And hurtful words that we may have said in anger or frustration. Let us release those things, for they no longer serve us. And that hurtful words plant seeds that grow in the future. So this beautiful poem that I heard in the second grade over 50 years ago has stuck with me all these years. Children learn what they live. So we use criticizing words, we plant seeds of condemnation. And if we use hostile words, we plant seeds for fighting and fractiousness. And if we use fearful words, we're planting the seeds for apprehension. And if we are pitying words, then we teach people to be sorry for themselves. So we planting those seeds. And if we ridicule, we teach people to be shy, that they can't be them true selves. And if we plant words of guiltiness or shame, we treat people to be guilty. And let us fast from worrying. Worrying either about the past or the future or what could have been or what should have been or what I could have done or what I should have said. This is the moment we have right now. This is our moment. Eckhart Tolle says, realize deeply that the present moment is all you and I will ever have. Make now the primary focus of our lives. What can I do now? What can I release right now that will open up windows of opportunity and gladness and love and joy? What can I do right now? And then lastly, to release grudges. You know, last month I talked about Mrs. Whitfield, a lady at my first assignment who was just awful to me. But as I've gone through the journey, and I held a grudge for a long time, but as I've gone through the journey, I was able to talk about it last month and to realize that she had so much hurt in her life, so much rejection in her life, so much just unlovingness in her life that she didn't have love to give. And now I see her as a person that I could have been better to. And so I released the grudge I had against her and love her, knowing now that as she has passed away, that she is in the eternal loving arms of God. And that grudges don't change anything. Here's a quote from Tony Gaskins. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. And this isn't about doing it this instant, but it's first about setting the intention, having the willingness, and then opening to the guidance of Spirit. That fasting from hurtful words, worries, and grudges are a journey. It's a process. It's a healing and a revealing of the divinity within. And as Maya Angelou says, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. But I don't want this message to be all doom and gloom. So there are some things that we need to fast from. But there are also some things that I want us to feast on. That's what I love feast. And Ricky Byer is talking about how when she was doing things in a religious way, she didn't know the love and the ecstasy of God. But when she got into love, she realized that loving God is wonderful. And that feasting on love is what we are here to do. Showing love and being love is what we are here to do. And how do I show love and be love? I get as much love. You get as much love as we can. So I want to go back to that quote from Pope Francis and complete it. Fast from hurting words and say kind words. Feast on kindness. Fast from sadness and be filled with gratitude. Feast on gratitude. Feast on being grateful. Have an attitude of gratitude. Feast from anger. Fast from anger and feast on patience. Fast from pessimism and be filled with hope. Feast on hope. Fast from worries and feast on trusting in God. Fast from complaints and feast on being grateful for the simple things around you. Fast from bitterness and feast on joy. Fast from selfishness and feast on being compassionate. Fast from grudges and feast on being reconciled. And fast from words and feast on silence and listening. All of these things are giving us the opportunity to stand on the foundation of love. Even in the poem, children learn what they live. That if we can feast on those things that are empowering and loving and gracious, they grow up a harvest of more love. For if children live with tolerance, they learn to be patient. If children live with encouragement, they learn to be confident. If they live with praise, they appreciate. If they live with kindness and consideration, they learn respect. If they live with approval, they learn to like themselves. And they live with acceptance and friendliness, they find love in the world. Love, kindness, acceptance, encouragement, and praise, all aspects of love. Feasting on that love plants more seeds of love, which grows a harvest of love, which gives us more love to feast on. Feast on love. Love is the foundation. As we love ourselves more, we're able to release those things that no longer serve us. As we love ourselves more and feast on more love, then we're able to fast from those things that don't fill us, that don't empower us, that don't grow us. Love is the answer. Love, tolerance. Love, encouragement. Love, praise. Love, acceptance, and love, friendliness. I want to encourage us as we are laying the winter to rest and walking towards the spring, as we are moving out of this time of the full moon to release, and in this sacred season of Lent, what are those things that we can fast from to make room for us to feast more on love. I close our time together with this quote from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We must discover the power of love, the redemptive power of love. And when we discover, we will be able to make of this old world a new world. We will be able to make men and women better. Love is the only way. Namaste and have a beautiful Sunday.
There was a time in my life, thought I had to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient, and the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, gotta let it go. Gotta let it all go. Are you listening? You got to let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Do you want to be free? Then let me hear you say yes. Yes, I'm only here for God. I know.
There are times in our life we give up the fight. We sit down and cry. We let life pass us by. Keep on, look at the past. Things that just didn't last. We gave up too fast. we chose to let it all go. Ooh. Just listen, just listen. Spirit is calling, our hearts are yearning. Just listen, just listen. Feel your heart burning. Your mind is learning to let go. Be in the flow, then you will know who you really are. Who you really are. Just listen. And so it is.